Hello everyone, my name is Stephanie Maciel. This is my IMLS Project report. To start, I'm going to talk a little bit about food insecurity. So food insecurity, for some background information, is considered when people at some point during a year experience difficulty providing enough food for their family or their households, whether due to a lack of money or resources. In the United States, over 47 million people annually experience some sort of food insecurity. This is about 13.5% of the American households. This is typically found in people who are living at or below the poverty line. So in Wheaton, Illinois is a Illinois town or city that is located in the county of DuPage in northeast Illinois. It has a population of 52,938 residents. It has 19,915 households, 2,964 of which are living at or below the poverty line. This means that a good portion of those people are likely to have had some sort of food insecurity or food scarceness throughout the last year. The demographics is somewhat diverse, but predominantly Caucasian or white. They do, however, have Hispanic, Asian, and African Americans as well in certain percentages. So in Wheaton, you will find the Garden Works Project. It is a resource that is offered by the Wheaton Public Library. The Garden Works Project, their mission statement is, the mission of the Garden Works Project is to promote organic suburban agriculture to improve the well-being of our community, the environment, and those facing food insecurity. We empower, educate, and support all food growers in their efforts to nourish their families and neighbors in need. The Garden Works Project is a community project or program that is an outreach program that tries to help alleviate some food insecurities. They help to build community gardens as well as help people cultivate their own personal gardens. These gardens, the goal of these gardens is to grow food so that there is something that people can grow themselves if they are suffering from food insecurities. This gives them, if they can't afford food or are having trouble affording food, it gives them something they can grow it themselves so they do have something to eat so they can feed their families. The goal of the program is to achieve suburban agricultural development. They also have a big hand not only in helping start these gardens, but also providing education to people to sustain and cultivate gardens on their own. So the IMLS, an independent government agency that provides many services to libraries and museums all over the country, including grants and guidelines. They are the authors of the IMLS report, which provides guidelines for skill sets that are considered necessary or crucial to thrive or flourish in the 21st century. They are a list of skills that they believe libraries should help their patrons and communities cultivate to better navigate the modern world as we see it today. So this program that is offered by the Wheaton Public Library has a few of the IMS skills that it predominantly helps to teach or to cultivate in its patrons: environmental literacy, critical thinking and problem solving, and creativity and innovation. Possibly the biggest one, for obvious reasons, that this program helps to teach its patrons is environmental literacy. Environmental literacy is considered understanding ecological knowledge and understanding of how natural systems, as well as knowing and understanding of how natural systems interface with social systems. For obvious reasons, the Garden Works Project is an environmental program. It does help teach communities about suburban gardens, suburban gardening, natural systems in that field, as well as how those areas of expertise can help socially and within the community. Critical thinking and problem solving is another one we see with this program. So critical thinking and problem solving is analyzing how parts of a whole interact with each other to produce overall outcomes in complex systems. This is another one we see with the Garden Works project because it takes a lot to understand the complexities of a garden if it's going to be successful. There are a lot of things that gardeners have to take into consideration when they are planning out a garden. They have to consider water sources, soil sources, times of years, and environmental factors that can affect what you can and can't grow and what things grow well together. Gardening can also become very complicated with things you can and can't plant near each other, things that you should plant near each other to help them flourish and grow better. This skill set is something that we can apply to different aspects of life as well once we've established these critical thinking skills and these problem solving skills. They can later be applied to other schoolwork, they can be applied to jobs, and many other things in life. Creativity and innovation is another one that we see with this program. So creativity and innovation is using a wide range of idea creation techniques and creating a new worthwhile idea. So with the Garden Project, we see creativity and innovation because it takes those skills to be able to create a garden in these urban environments because they are often not as easily set up for these gardens. They are also done typically in the smaller scales as they sometimes don't have access to large land plots where they can create these sprawling gardens. So they sometimes have to get creative with how and where they can set these gardens up. This is another skill set that we see that can be applied to many things later in life, due with school, with jobs, and in all kinds of areas. Once the skills of how to think creatively are cultivated, they can be very useful to help with a lot of problems in the future. So the Garden Project is a very good program that is there to not only help the citizens of the community to alleviate their food scarcity concerns and to try to provide a food source of healthy produce for its community, but it also helps to teach people how to take these skills, and it gives them a starting point for some of these skills that they, like we have said, can use later in life.